winning in the NFL. And it's not just winning, you have to go towards winning championships because now everybody's going to understand now Mike Tomlin stepped away. Mike Tomlin stepped away after 18 years. That's incredible. You're talking about an incredible coach that won, but 0-7 with 0-6, 0-7 in the playoffs. It's not just about winning in that first season. You got to win in that next season. You got to win to get into that second season, and then win when you get into that second season. And that's the situation with Mike Tomlin. He won, but he had some issues in that second season. So let me hear from you guys and hear about where your mind is at this time and the things that you want to talk about at this time, the things that you are on cloud 10 about. I already told you I'm on cloud 10. I still didn't get an understanding on cloud 9. Did you guys put that up, Gene, before I got to them? There's somebody here to tell me about it. I'll see. I want to hear from them. Let's go. Let's go, Canes. You ain't lying, Curtis. Let's go, Canes. Playmaker, what's up, my fellow Fort Lauderdale native? Hey, what's up, Marvin? How you doing, my brother? You know what I mean? I'm so, hey, man. I'm so happy over there. Mine over in there. Does anybody out here like you see what I see? This is again. I don't see anybody giving Miami a chance to win this game. You know what I mean? Okay, here it is. Why is it cloud 9 instead of cloud 10? Man, another number. Okay, because it started as on cloud 7. Varial phase for feeling blissful. In English later. Okay. Upgraded the number to Cloud 9. And English later upgraded the number to Cloud 9, likely because 9 sounds punchier and got popular in the early 1900s, American slang and song. Oh, once Cloud 9 struck in pop culture, nobody bothered to, to renumber it to 10. Why not? Okay, I'm gonna do that. Sound and feel. Cloud 9 has a snap. Cloud 10 feels clunkier in English, really. Man, I'm floating on Cloud 10. But Cloud 9 doesn't have a connectivity to anything as the highest of all things. So even when we talk girls, 1 to 10, where is she? So 10 has some connectivity to the top. I just ponder, my brain wonder, stuff like that. I'm gonna get out of it. I just understood it's just something they came up with because it sounded better than 7. And they went to 8, went to 9, never got to 10. I'll take that. Let's get back to why we're feeling like on cloud 10 right here, the live chat. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay. I love this. I love that we put the poll out. Who do you think will win national championship? Because now, because I know everywhere I see, everybody has almost like we're taking Indiana. We're taking them grown men over these young kids. And I'm like, wow, that's okay, I can dig it. And they are grown men. And this is a loophole that I actually have to give Indiana a lot of credit for realizing it and then exploiting it and getting in there and making it work. You know, if all of these guys are 22, 23, 24, 25, okay, and you're playing guys, Malachi Tony, 18, just turned 18. You know what I mean? So you came up with something. And it's within the rules. You're not breaking the rules. So I can't even be mad at you. I got to deal with it. You worked within the rules and took advantage of what you needed to take advantage of. Double star. BTA, going viral again. That BTA has been crazy, y'all. I'm gonna tell you something, man. That BTA has been crazy. What do you mean? Who's that T clean? Tell me, Mike clean. What does that mean? What do you mean clean? I'm just chilling right now. But let me tell you about the BTA, y'all. That BTA, I gotta incorporate that BTA other places. You know, because I think that's so important. Like, think about it this way: there's somebody in your life right now that you want to put belt tags on. Maybe it's your boss at work, a coworker, somebody you walk by, somebody always talking, somebody that looks at you funny. You just want to put them in a corner and put a little BTA on them. You know what I mean? Put you in the corner, put a little BTA on you. That's what I said. That be just just keep looking. That BTA is going viral. It is. It's yeah. I like it. I like it. I like doing it. I like having fun with it. And everybody gets all mad about it. You know what I mean? 1983, all over again, Playmaker. You remember that. You remember that, right? I'm telling y'all, it was incredible. I was watching that. I was watching that. And after that moment where, man, Kenny Calhoun Kenny Calhoun, because remember they scored and they went for two, and to win the game, to win the championship game. This is supposed to be the greatest team in the world. They went for two. Kenny Calhoun took the ball the last second. They dropped the ball off. Miami won. It was insane and incredible, and it's exactly what I'm expecting to happen again. You know what I mean? That's what I believe it's going to be a close game, but I believe they will pull it out on the strength of this is me. This is our home. This is our home. I was on the set. Me, Rich Eisen, Kurt Warner, Steve Mariucci, when we were doing the Super Bowl in Tampa with the Chiefs and the Bucks. Bucks were playing in Tampa. I was on that set, and the Chiefs were, killing everybody. They were a dynasty, just like this right here. I see you long win, saying, I see you taking Indiana over Miami. I wanted to put that out there. We have so just these ain't all homies. We got homers. We still got other people in. You know what I'm saying? We still got other people in here that believe yeah, believe that they're here for the end of there too. Now, our poll is: what do you think who won this game's championship game? Our poll says Miami 61 to 39. But people are going to tell me, Michael, come on, man. That's all because you got all of these fans, all these Miami fans coming in here. You know what I mean? All that stuff. Michael Irvin will playmaking production, be on the field. Oh yeah, we're gonna be out there. You better believe it. Mimi Hub. Mimi Hub, YouTube, yeah, whatever you got, Michael Irvin with Playmaker Production be on the field. I can't wait for the video every week on the locker room. I appreciate that, baby. I appreciate that because I do have some fun out here, man. Dude, it's incredible. It really is incredible. Yeah, so you're going to see those shots. I'm just sad that I am going that it is. It's the last game of the year. And like you guys know, let me just be real here with you. You guys know by now the situation, right? You're right. Listen here. Ooh, XRP plumbing. ESPN crowning Indiana America's football team is peak hyperbole. You're right. Right. Is that what they're doing? I don't know. I didn't see them doing that. You know what I mean? And I haven't seen that. He even says that they're trying to build that narrative, and then it goes and say Miami didn't come this far for nothing. But people are always trying to do that. Now, now this is the team that that is going to be the greatest team and have no shot again. These are always the greatest games. I'm telling you, always. the greatest games. And let me tell you what I was telling people. I was saying on that set, watching that Super Bowl, I was there. Everybody picked Kansas City Chiefs to win that game. Everybody picked Kansas City Chiefs. Just like everybody picking Indiana. I said on this set, so you guys do understand football is not just about skill. It's also about your will. Since you got man to man, hand to hand combat, most of the world only works on improving their skill. The punching a computer at their jobs. So the better I get at punching this computer, the higher I can go. I just got to prove my skill because I'm punching a computer. But in football, you work on your skill, but you got to deepen your will because you're not punching on a computer. You're going against another grown man who has worked on his skill. So now when you come into Miami, just like that team went into Tampa, I told the guys on the desk, I said, guys, stop. It's not going to be a blowout. Kansas City not blowing Tampa out. Tampa's going to win this game. I gave this analogy. Don't know if it's quite working the same with kids, with young men, I should say, with young men. But I said, these are grown men. To let Kansas City come in here and win at their home stadium, are you shitting me? It will do. I said, I'm taking Tampa. I'm taking Tampa. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Do you understand? You won't be able to ever come to this stadium again if you played for Tampa and you're playing for Tampa after that game and you lose that game and you lose a Super Bowl at home. Very few people, and not many people, even got a chance to play. I don't even won a Super Bowl in their home stadium. Tampa might have been the first. I think they might have been the first. You see what I mean? And you lose that game. I said there's no way they were going to do it because my mind that works crazy, I went and said, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'm an alpha male. I'm a for damn male. Alpha to the core. Before I let a team come into my stadium and beat my ass on this level in a Super Bowl with everybody watching, you gotta take me out, bro. You gotta take me all the way out because I'm not going to be driving up to this stadium every day to work thinking about what you did to me in this stadium. I had to watch you grab confetti in my stadium. Every game I come back in here to play, I'm gonna see that confetti fall. I said to them, I'm taking Tampa because the men in them gotta stand up. To let somebody come to your hometown and win a championship game, a Super Bowl, a national championship game. I said it's like that Joker. It's like letting that Joker come in your house, sit at your damn table, hold your wife's hand, eat your food, and take his butt home. Are you joking? You can't come into my house, sit at my damn table, hold my wife's hand, eat my food, and leave. And you don't think that's gonna stain my brain? No way, bro. No way, bro. No way. And all of these guys that's playing at the U, that's how they gotta be thinking about this. No way, bro. Not every day I gotta come by here. Not no way we're doing that. And that's what I'm talking about. Dr. Alicia, I appreciate you doing that right there. Now that was, yeah, let me tell you what she says, and it caught me, so I gotta grab it. Michael, congratulations on 100,000 on YouTube. Such an honor to have you. Oh my God. I'm learning about this stuff, man. You know what I mean? here on YouTube. This show and your mom's playbook is much better than anything on TV and other basic shows. This is real, and I appreciate that because that is what it's all about. That's what you're trying to bring, and that's what this medium gives you. This opportunity gives you. And then some of you guys might have heard, like we announced a show that I'm going to be doing on Netflix. You know that I'll be doing on Netflix, and and we called it the White House. And there's a double entendre to it. Of course, you guys know about the White House, but everybody's heard about the White House. Everybody's heard that name, the White House. Okay, congrats again on 100,000. I can't hate on that. I know. I didn't even know that they have these milestones like this. You know what I mean? And we climbing fast. So I want to thank everybody out there. I want to thank everybody for giving me this opportunity. But like, and I really appreciate everybody for being real and appreciating the real and not the fake things and the fake ways that we can do things. You know what I mean? Just be real, talk real, try to share with real and try to help each other deal with real, however we got to deal with it. I appreciate that, guys. I really do on the 100K bench. I'm telling you guys, it means a lot. And Gene is trying to teach me, and Nathan, them guys help me learn this stuff. 'Cause I was a different dude. I thought, like, man, I'm not gonna be sitting in front of a computer talking to people. Man, I want to see somebody get. And I used to let me tell you some of my ignorance. I used to think that because people are better here than they are face to face. People are say everything, anything here, anything right here. But if they're face to face, they're a whole different, yeah, a whole different piece, whole different piece. So I used to be like, oh man, people they're just doing that because they're scared to talk to people, straight up. But that was such a shallow way of seeing things. This gives you an opportunity to communicate with people all over the world, all over the world. And when you start thinking about all of that, it's incredible. It's incredible. And I start seeing like the comments about being real. And the camera's amazing because it picks up real. That's the one thing Adam Sandler told me and taught me when we were doing the movie. He says, man, playmaker, he says, Michael, listen, don't try to act. Just feel the real feeling that you're supposed to feel during the scene and speak. The camera does the rest. So you picking up real is it's palatable, it's understandable because the camera's giving you what's inside. So I don't have to say, like, man, try to look real. How do you look real? It's just feel and give it real, and the camera will pick it up. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that, and that is a great milestone. I am proud of that. I want to see where we can climb this thing too. I've taken home rings everywhere. I want to see what kind of YouTube ring they got where you get up there. I want my ring here too. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Richard, what we got here? Mike Lawrence Taylor dominated in today's game. Man, come on, man. Lawrence Taylor. Man, come on, man. Lawrence Taylor dominated anywhere. And you're right, Dr. Alicia. Next ring, 1 million. That'll be, boy, golly, that'll be insane. But that's what we're going to hit. We're going to hit that. You know what I mean? Uh just show them real rings. Yeah. Yeah, the real rings. They're keeping it real, bro. We're keeping it real all the way around. Now, guys, because I got a lot of people coming up here talking about these games here, what's going on. Congratulations, Playmaker, for still making plays off the field and 100K on YouTube. Man, I love this YouTube stuff too. I love YouTube stuff. And I'm excited about the show I'm doing with Netflix. I'm totally excited, but that doesn't change anything we're doing here in the locker room. The maker himself. What's up, big dog? What's up, Joe Blow? Is that really Joe Blow? That's a hell of a name, Joe Blow. Joe Blow. I like that handle, Joe Blow. You know what I mean? Yeah, I like that. Dude, here now. Let me see. We got look good, Mike. Do I appreciate that, man? I'm a quarter zip. Y'all think that see, y'all young brothers think y'all came up with quarter zips. And I got my closet. I got so many clothes in my closet, man. I be saying I'm gonna throw these away. I got to get rid of some stuff. But as soon as I start getting ready to get rid of stuff, y'all come back to it, right? Like I was gonna throw all these quarter zips out, get rid of them, man. And then next thing I know, everybody was talking about quarter zips. I said, oh, okay, let's do this. Hey, Aiden, you won. Aiden, you won. What was that? My fastest 40 time. I walked around with a clock on my neck, a stopwatch. I said to myself, if I can run a 4.5, I can run my family up out this ghetto. That's how I thought. I walked around with a clock, a stopwatch on my neck. So I was doing this prior to Flavor Flav. Flavor Flav should have paid me some money for stealing me. You know what I'm saying? But I walked around and I said to myself, I run a 4.5, I can run my family up out this ghetto. And I ran a 4.51. One clock had a 4.49. But I was happy with the 4.5, 4.51. Then I got a 4.54 or a 4.55 or whatever. But that was good enough for me. I ain't want to even run anymore after the first one. I was like, I got mine. That's it. Hey, we gotta, that was different. I can't tell you. I was so afraid to run a 40 because everything I read said, well, it depends on his 40 time. It depends on his 40 time. I'm like, I gotta put all this work in and it's gonna come down to me being a track star? Are you joking? What about all them touchdowns I caught? But that's the game, and we got over it. We got over it. Let's talk football because we got some great playoff games, and I know we're gonna be win this national championship game, and I'm looking forward to it. But I want to talk this here, and I want to go. Let's go as it is. Let's go Bills, Broncos, Patriots, Texans. We'll go AFC first. That Bills Broncos game. I just want to. Who do you guys have winning that Bills Broncos game? I told you last week too when I was talking about this, the pressure that's on Josh Allen, and he couldn't let that young fella who they were trying to say is a Josh Allen, couldn't let him win. They couldn't let Trevor Lawrence come up here and do anything. Okay, I got you. Right now, this thing coming up 50. Well, okay, Bills just went ahead. The Bills just went ahead. It was pretty close now. Now the Bills up 59-41. So we'll see. And I'll keep watching that. But let's talk this game too, man, because I told you, Bills had to. Josh Allen, you cannot let that dude beat you. And he did not. And Jacksonville was playing some very good football. This Broncos defense in this game in Denver, whoo, this young man. Here again, Bo Nix, and this is what I was worried about. You know, Buffalo playing Jacksonville, Buffalo playing the Broncos. Right here, what happens here is the Broncos take out your receivers with the corners they have, and you can lend everybody else to stop him and run. Broncos are going to say, you take him out, you take him out. Between Sertain and Riley and them cornerbacks, You take out those two receivers. We're going to put 9 guys in this box to stop the running of James Cook, but more importantly, to stop the Superman running. And that's going to be hard to overcome with that defense. Now, what does Buffalo defense do against the Cortland Suttons and the Bo Nix? It's going to tell how this game falls out. I do believe I'm going to take the Broncos to win this game. But throughout the course of these playoffs, the one caveat that I will lay out is, and I just, the Bills and Josh Allen has to feel the weight of the world because he has all these young guys to go through. And he doesn't have the top guys in here anymore. This the only thing. Superman being super, I mean super, that gives the Bills a chance. I'm taking the Broncos to win that game. This game, that second AFC game, that Patriots versus Texan game, this is the scary one. You can say what you want. Boy, hell, we got a 59 or 58-42 is where they end up. And that 58 goes to the Bills. I'm not buying that. Let's do the same thing. Y'all, come on, let's do this. I like this. Okay. 58-42. Y'all went with the Bills. I'm going with I'm going with the Broncos. Y'all went with the Bills. I'm going with the Broncos. Let's jump. Let's jump. Patriots, Texans. Y'all start letting me know who you think winning. Put this on the screen now. Let's put this up here. We jumping out. Let's see. I want to see because this is boy. Because this is a good one too. Now, this is a good one now. Patriots versus Texans. Mm, 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 mm. Right now, we got Texans. Texans leading. It's over Patriots, and this is. Ooh, ooh. Wait. How do I see that? What I put down here? Wait a minute. Because this is some, this one here, only because of the coaching. Both defensive coaches, both defensive minded, and and very good at what they do. That Texans defense is real. But the Patriots bring about uh uh Patriots bring about, man, a game plan that's individualized for the teams they are playing, and they are as good as anybody when they start just visualizing and individualizing those defensive game plans for for that certain team. CJ Stroud's gonna have some issues with what Vrabel comes up with. Right now, you guys are pretty split on this game. It's pretty close at 53-47, but it leans towards the Texans in that defense. And man, D'Amico Ryan, as I've said, has done an incredible job. But I'm going to go to the Patriots on this, if you ask me, because of the specialized defensive game plan Vrabel will come up with for CJ Stroud. This is going to be one of those very close games. And what you'll see is a CJ Stroud interception late because they're going to convert a change of coverage. They're going to think that they got to figure it out. And Vrabel's going to let you think you got to figure it out. And you're going to go to a set that you know works against what you think he's going to be in. And at the last moment, he's going to trick a young CJ Stroud. I guarantee you he's going to trick him and get a last interception, and the Patriots end up winning that game. I got the Patriots winning that game over the Texans. Because remember, I told you guys, if there's no dominant team, once I start saying, okay, no team dominating everybody, then I got to go to these other elements. Like what elements that makes me say the Texans or the Patriots will be the Texans? the Patriots probably the most consistent team. You know, they're going to make the least amount of mistakes. They're going to protect the ball. They're going to play close to the vest, and they'll play consistently. And I'll give them the nod in that game. A close game, I'll give them the nod. Now, this thing came down pretty good. Now, 51-49 at the end of that poll, and you guys went with the Texans at the end of that game. But I'm going to stick with the Patriots. And you got to remember now, that game in New England. You guys do know that. That game is in New England. And Texans, they play in some perfect weather. That ain't what they'll have in New England. Yeah, I'm just letting you know. Don't expect that to happen in New England. They will not have perfect weather. And talking about how the Texans may be affected by the weather. Also, when we move to the NFC and you look at, let's save the best for last. Let's look at Rams versus Bears right now. Rams versus Bears, because we're coming off Texans going to the Patriots. That's going to be a different thing. To leave the confines where the Texans play and go in that nice little shut dome, whatever they got over there, but it's nice and warm. I've been up in that thing and it feels good. You have to leave there to go to New England, where it's not going to feel good. In the Rams, Bears, we have the same issue. The Rams, right now, you guys 55-45. The Rams got to visit the Bears, and the Rams playing that perfect SoFi or SoFine Stadium. That's what I like calling it, SoFi. SoFine. SoFine Stadium. That's a fine ass stadium. It's fly. It is so fly, so fine, so fine. But it ain't Chicago Bear weather. And Chicago Bear weather isn't just cold. This is the thing you got to watch for. The two things that I'm worried about with the Rams and the Bears. You guys, like I said, you got them 45, 50, 55, 45 Rams. Two things I'm worried about. I want to make sure, well, maybe it's three here. But how the Rams play, what's the weather going to be in Chicago? That's number one. Um, how the Rams as a team play in that kind of weather with the wind swirling like a mug. See, it's not just cold. Remember, the Rams throw the ball all over the field. Now there's room if the wind is swirling. And the third thing I got to know is how healthy is Devontae Adams? You know, he played last week, but how healthy? Because when I saw him on a deep ball, his gait didn't look right. And I think a lot of you guys are worried about that. This thing has dropped to 53-47, and Chicago's still running. And I'm talking about running the race. And then the last part you got to worry about is this thing that Chicago's feeling right now where they love coming back. So no matter where the score goes, they feel they can come back and they got a shot. That's right there is a scary thing that you have when you're dealing with a young team like this, like Chicago. Now, the advantage the Rams get is they're running the same offense. You know, Ben Johnson brought the same offense from Detroit into Chicago, the same thing that the Rams run, and that's going to give them just a little hit. But that weather is going to be the determining factor. I so want to pick the Bears here. I so want to pick the Bears, but I'm going to take the Rams. I'm going to take the Rams because of Matthew Stafford. And when this thing comes down to who makes that play, that precious play, that big time play, Caleb Williams feel like he's ready, but I know Matthew Stafford is ready. The poll ended up Rams 55, Bears 45, but I'm taking the Rams also. And I want you to that right there is mm. Now this worries me. This last one worries me. And the Seahawks playing the 49ers. This worries me. It would really worry me if this game was back in San Fran where they just beat them. But they beat them to stay at home and play the rest of the week at home. And now they lost Kittle. As great of a season, I'm saying a great season. They've had a great season. The 49ers have had an incredible season. The only way Seahawks lose this football game if Sam Darnold goes back to seeing ghosts. You remember that was Sam Darnold that saw ghosts, right, in New York when they were playing. You remember who they were playing? Playing the Patriots. I mean, Belichick making them see more defenders that are out there. And that's exactly what Vrabel's going to make CJ Stroud see. More defenders that are actually out there. So you can call that he's going to be seeing ghosts. That's what they do. That's what they do. That's why I say they're so great at individually making game plans because they stick you right where you don't, right when you think, I got it figured, I got it figured. They send something, they sit you up and send something different. And when they send something different, you make a bad decision at a wrong time. And when you look at this poll right now, Seahawks at home, everybody right now, 57-43, Seahawks winning this game. 57-43. And it should be close. It should be close. The Cinderella story now, for me, it becomes the 49ers. The big catch in this game is Sam Darnold because they didn't need him last week. They didn't need him in that last game when they beat San Fran. They did it with so many other elements. They'll need him to make some plays this week. And the whole thing has been Sam Darnold in precious moments like this. So I am going to take Seattle to win at home. And I'm telling the 49ers, great, great, great season. But this season is over. The Seahawks will win this game. Dude, listen. I got it. And that ended, the poll ended at 58-42. Yeah, 58-42. And I take that. But that's pretty cool, giving 49ers a 42% chance to win this game, especially as beat up as they are. I wouldn't be mad if somebody gave Coach Cal Shanahan a coach of the year with the way he's coached, with the people he has had hurt, and he's still in this position. That's been an incredible, incredible job. Guys, all right, we'll close this out. Let me just say this. You see how many openings it is at the NFL level. That's just me. I'm telling you guys, there's nothing more difficult than being an NFL head coach. I look at this and say, wow. So all of you guys, all of these teams looking for new head coaches, I know there's some excitement there for all of you. There's some excitement because we'll get a new head coach. You were tired of what was going on, I'm sure, and now you got a new opportunity. But wow, 9 openings. Mm, that is absolutely absurd when you talk about the NFL to have 8 or 9 openings right now in the NFL. But what we talking about, and we'll watch it, but what we really waiting on is Monday night. It's Monday night, and you guys get it off right here, Monday night. Mm. I ain't got on my Indiana gear. No, I don't, buddy. It's not Indiana gear. Now, usually I do that. I wore red earlier because, like I used to do on the NFL Network, wherever the Cowboys played that day, I wore the opposite team's color. You know, but I'm not really partaking in that on this. I just kind of put this on earlier. It has nothing to do with Indiana. But I'm hoping to put on some color, Indiana. Oh, speaking of Indiana, I saw this guy. He's a white guy. Had a little, a big belly. Looked funny. Had a little belt in his hand. And he was doing BTA on the wall. He couldn't do it twice in a row. He wasn't coordinated enough to do it two times. He had to hit it and then kind of fix his belt again, and hit it, and then the belt. I was like, man, we got everybody trying this BTA thing. If you ain't grow up in the ghetto and had true BTA experiences, don't try it because you don't know how to wimp that thing. I had real BTA experiences in my life. And when I'm talking to that thing, that's how my dad used to talk to me. Boy, did not tell you not to do that again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They be crying, so you know what I mean. I want to. I'm trying to figure out a way to get that BTA up in my new show, even on Netflix. All right, folks, I got to jump out of here right now. We've been going here for a while, but I will be talking to you guys, and I will be showing you guys as we go through that stuff going on in Miami, that championship weekend in Miami. I will be talking to you guys and showing you guys and bringing people along and bringing you guys along to let you see what that is. I appreciate your locker room. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the great congratulations. And it's all you guys getting me to 100,000. YouTube sends you that plaque when you get to 100,000. I was like, what is this? And now now we go shoot and get that million. We got there fast. Let's try to break records getting to that mill. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. So go tell your friend, go drag them in and get them to push this button and subscribe so we can have more time in the locker room together. Appreciate you, my peeps. I talk to you through the week and bring you this championship run. Because we don't want to just do it one time. We don't want to just do it two times. We don't want to do it three times. We're going to keep doing it over and over again. But let's start it off right this first time. Not one time, but this first time. God bless my peeps. We stay up. I'll see you right here in the locker.